Then this afternoon, you will hear various experts of achieving on all the greater efficiency in data centers. Then they will focus on how to improve TCO for your IT infrastructure.
I'm Cima with the Silicon Valley Leadership Group, and it's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you here to this CIO breakfast.
So since the more than 20 years, Samsung and Dell has been really doing business pretty well in this industry.
If we provide our Samsung green memories, DDR3 plus solid disk drive for 32 million the server total changing by these products, then maybe we can save 100 million tons of CO2 emission.
The forum today, sponsored by Samsung and Dell, really showed how rapid the change is, how quickly people are both saving energy and saving costs, making companies more efficient.
From the smallest component to the biggest data center builders on Earth, and to see the similarities and the different points of view are enormously interesting.
IT is one of the areas where you get the fastest payback in the energy efficiency or clean tech space.
Energy efficiency at Facebook was not an optional thing, it was a must-do thing for us.
I like the mix of different speakers, different topics. The speaker quality is very good.
Since we're talking about maximizing the ROI in today's data center, what is it that distinguishes today's data center from yesterday's data center?
Let's talk about the infrastructure requirements now needed to drive this proliferation of devices that are always connected. From our perspective, DRAM and storage, which in the past has been a hard drive, now moving forward, a solid state drive, these two components are now responsible for about 34–35% of the total power budget within a server. This is where the innovation is going to happen. So what happens when we put these two things together? We look at the system benefits. You take that 80% power reduction, that 60x increase in IOPS, that gives you a 230x improvement in IOPS per watt. 230x, orders of magnitude. That is what we call disruptive technology and what we call instantaneous TCO, or total cost of ownership.
What I especially like are the practical results that many of the companies are demonstrating.
And so this is back of the envelope estimation, 7 million data center workloads virtualized, cost avoidance of $4.4 billion, or 39 billion kilowatt hours of energy.
So the fundamental question that we are governed by is, how do you bring disruptive technology in the enterprise application world without disrupting what is already there?
There's a data center we believe is the most efficient data center in the world. It has a power utilization efficiency of 1.03. Uses Samsung memory in the servers, so in a way the efficiency is even better than that because the servers themselves are low power.
All the speakers highly knowledgeable, and I think they covered the whole gamut, so that really was overall just excellent stuff.
The key message I'd like you to take away today is these are lessons that apply to you no matter what size your data center is, whether it's 10 kilowatts, 200 kilowatts, 2 megawatts, or 200 megawatts if you got one that big.
Some of the pieces are good takeaways for us as we go off and build our own data center as well.
One of my key messages to you is to think about what's important for your organization, what can you manage and monitor and maintain, and if you can monitor those things, how do you then improve those?
What I learned today is something that startup companies should evaluate and consider as part of working with the large corporations.
We have a close relationship with Samsung, clearly. And I think it's an opportunity for us to even work closer together.
And I think that's the really wonderful thing about an organization like Climate Savers Computing Initiative, where people put their competitive instincts aside as they walk in the door to solve a bigger problem.
There's a lot of talk today about save the planet and do something good for your company, both at the same time. I think this kind of social responsibility is something that's quite unique to the ICT sector.
I hope you all appreciate the commitment Samsung has made. One company, $21 billion to clean tech initiatives. This is a big deal, and if you ask yourself who is going to lead in this new revolution, Samsung's on the short list. So just know this isn't something that might come in the future, it's something that's happening now.